So this is basically just a brainstorm of different things I was working on that year. And this is me planning out my ritual blessings, making ideas. I got some feedback, ways to use them. Here's another reference to the Atelier Cynthia. Think of it as a lifestyle magazine for the creative, so that's kind of fun. More mind maps. Here's kind of again this a lifestyle video show for creatives featuring art, books, travel, and more. This is really the seed for what we're doing here in Patreon. More project planning for the ritual blessings. There were a lot of details involved in bringing this project to life. So having a notebook that's not a sketchbook, that is not precious paper, was really helpful for that. This is more about the ritual blessings. So a lot goes into making something and to be able to just hash it all out. This is about the launch, to be able to hash it all out. Again, here's another mind map. And sometimes I'll do a mind map when I get overwhelmed, when I feel overwhelmed. I'll just like put it all on the page, and that really helps me. I had ideas to collaborate with Airbnb, and here's a mind map about the pitch that I wanted to do. These are different ideas I had for different cities, different things that I was experiencing on my travels. Capture the Wow as a workshop and program that I used to teach. More content ideas. So I really like what I like about this journal is how this was a mock-up layout for something I was doing for Two Hands Papery. I like how visual these notebooks are. Now we're going into 2015, fall of 2015 and 2016. I always date the pages. That's really important for me to have the dates. So writing notes to letters to the goddess, more mind maps. So another thing, like this one is a fun page. This is when I went to the Art Biz Breakthrough Conference, and this is a little bit more stylized. This is not messy note taking. This is more what I would call sketch notes and ways to take notes that are a little more designed and lovely looking and meant to be shared and shown. I don't know that I ever did show those. So that's that. And then ideas. I had this idea for Release Your Inner Critic Day should be a national holiday on January 11th. Don't you think? Let our inner critic out. Let me out. And then I was going to Paris in 2016 for 2 months. I was doing my own self-designed artist residency. And this is a list of hashtags that I wanted to be using while I was showing my things on Instagram. Always want to have our hashtags list. I didn't finish this notebook either. Not sure why. Again, notes from a lecture. This is an Electorum pen holder, which I think is kind of cool, but then you can't take it out of this notebook, so it's kind of stuck there. So on to 2016 and 2017. Again, I really like the dot grid. Notes from meetings. Again, notes from meetings. I was trying to illustrate my ideas, and I don't think that's necessarily my big strength, but it was definitely fun to challenge myself. Let's see what else. Oh, here's funny. This was way back in 2017. See that this page doesn't have a date, and this is why you want to date your pages because, okay, we're at the end of December, so this might have been early 20s. I'm so annoyed. I can't believe there's so many pages without dates. What the heckaroni? This is January. Yeah, so I had an idea for Patreon as part of my going to Japan, that I would make some art for that. That was my 50th birthday celebration, but maybe I just decided I wanted to just go and have a birthday party and not work. I haven't told many people this publicly, but that year I was also applying for the Adobe Creative Residency, and I call this my Adobe fail. I had so many ideas, My ideas weren't really formed, and I also was not a digital native, and I'm pretty sure that's the kind of people they were looking for, not a 50-year-old woman who is not very savvy with their products. Here's more project planning. This was some ideas for promoting my ebook, Visit Paris Like an Artist. I have to say, when I look at these notebooks, I get a lot of feelings. I'm really proud of myself. I love my process. This is a piece that I made. I love my process. I love my life. I love my experience. I love the messiness of it. I love the abundance of it. Um, so that's one of the things I get from this is getting a sense of fondness for my experience. I was also working on a book that I'll show you again later. I was trying to storyboard it out because I was trying to do it as a visual thing, and so this is kind of doing a storyboard on a page and playing with fonts. Here's me playing with what my workspace would look like when I had my whole studio just for the office. I like doing that kind of interior design. The book was called The Care and Feeding of the Artist. It's fun to put, what are these called? Name tags in the back. In 2017, this was me just brainstorming the things that I say, things that I often would say and maybe would want to illustrate. It's little notes from our road trip that we took. Someone misspelled my name, Cynthia, with an S. Okay, and then I stopped here. Again, like this one is about half full though. I feel that's a little wasteful, but I don't know that I would go back and fill this one in. So this is a different kind of notebook. This is a Stillman Burn, and it's a little bit more of a sketchbook. So what I was using this for was to plan my visual book. This was my table of contents. I really love this, and I still think this is a good book idea. But this is in 2017, I really struggled with how to map it out visually and how to do it in a way that I liked. So here's me storyboarding again. I look at it now, and I kind of like it. I mean, it's not perfect, but there's just, I don't know, I don't work digitally, so I think that's a way that people can work in a little bit more uniform way. So this is part of this process. This is where I was doing illustrated columns, and this was a process from doing a free write of my artist wants. So using my artist wants as the free write prompt, and then letting your artist tell you all the things she wants to do or he wants to do. And what I did was then I took that list and I made it into this visual column. And then the things that have the asterisk marks are the things that I did. So so I did the free write. Let's see. Here it is. So you do the free write, and then you make a list of specific actions, and don't worry about how to do it. I did it in Evernote, and that's how I knew when I did it, what the date was. And then anytime you're blocked or want to scratch a creative itch, you consult the list. You can keep adding to it. You can keep going. So I made my list on August 19th, 2012, and then I didn't really look at it a lot. But then when I went back in, when was this? Oh, no dates.